So a big and important day is coming up for many Americans. Congressional lawmakers have put forward new legislation, and more relief may begin to go out to millions of Americans very soon. The Biden administration is considering taking action to prevent a decrease in monthly Social Security benefits. Friends, please do make sure you watch until the end of this video for the complete details. Also, I will be giving away 4 $75 Walmart gift cards every week. Please make sure, friends, that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. During the months of November and December, I will also be surprising several of you with $200 gift cards to say thank you so much for being part of this community. For most retirees, Social Security represents an indispensable financial lifeline that helps make ends meet. For a significant percentage of the current labor force, this statement would also hold true once they retire. But Social Security can be complex and confusing, especially with the new changes that have been proposed in Congress. Since 1940, Social Security has been providing eligible workers with a monthly retirement benefit. For the vast majority of those years, the program has brought in more revenue than it's paid out in benefits. Approximately 90% of the money it brings in comes from the 12.4% payroll tax on wages and salaries. This payroll tax is paid on earned income up to $147,000 in 2022, although the upper limit will rise to $160,200 next year. The remaining 10% of annual revenue comes from a combination of taxing Social Security benefits for recipients who earn above select income thresholds and the interest earned on bonds held by Social Security's trust. The excess revenue that Social Security brings in most years over what it pays out in benefits is required by law to be invested in government bonds. The problem for Social Security is that numerous demographic shifts are increasing payouts at a much faster pace than revenue growth, and as a result, Social Security ran a deficit in 2021. This deficit is expected to grow in size every year moving forward. The demographic shifts include ongoing retirement of baby boomers, lower interest rates, and growing income inequality. According to the 2022 Social Security Board of Trustees report, the program is staring down a $20.4 trillion cash shortfall between the years of 2022 and 2096. Although this is just an estimate, the trustee takes into account all of the demographic variables described above, as well as cost of living adjustments passed along to beneficiaries most years, so their payouts keep up with the rising price of goods and services. Friends, if nothing is done by lawmakers in Washington, D.C. to strengthen Social Security, the trustees believe a 23% across-the-board cut to benefits may be necessary by the year 2034 for the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund, which is also known as OASI. This is to sustain payouts without any further cuts until the year 2096. The OASI is what pays benefits to over 48 million retired workers. Friends, the key word for this video is Rainy Lake. If you would like to enter the next Walmart gift card giveaway, which is scheduled for today, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and enter this keyword, which is Rainy Lake, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And do make sure, friends, that you're also subscribed to my channel. There are only 2 ways to approach a $20.4 trillion estimated cash shortfall. It is to raise additional revenue or cut costs. Democrats prefer the former. The core proposal by Democrats in Congress is to increase payroll taxation on high-earning workers. As noted, wages and salaries above $147,000 in 2022 are exempt from the payroll tax. Prior to his November 2020 election to the Oval Office, Joe Biden proposed a plan that would reinstitute the 12.4% payroll tax on earned income above $400,000. Meanwhile, earnings between $147,000 and $400,000 would still remain exempt from the payroll tax. To offer some context, well, in excess of $1 trillion in earned income escapes Social Security's payroll tax every year. The other Social Security proposal offered by Democrats is to change how annual cost of living adjustments are calculated. Since the year 1975, the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers has been used to determine annual inflation and then assign COLAs. Democrats prefer the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, whereas the CPIW tracks the spending habits of working-age Americans who are not usually receiving a Social Security benefit. The CPIE would specifically track the spending habits of seniors who make up the bulk of the program recipients. The end goal here is to increase annual COLAs by using an index that's more reflective of the inflation that seniors are contending with. So dear friends, what are your thoughts about next year's COLA? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, my dearest and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you, my dear friends, for joining me here this weekend. I greatly appreciate all of you. Friends, remember I'll be announcing a winner in a video later today. So please make sure you enter as many keywords of any video of mine that you watch in the comments section below. And do stay tuned for that video. Thank you and have a wonderful and blessed weekend.
Thank you, Chairman Johnson. I really appreciate you heading this up day after day. It is greatly appreciated. And thank you, Madam Speaker. I just wonder, have the Democrats been to the gas pumps lately? I used to love to go to the gas pumps and talk to folks to see about what's going on. And now, honestly, I'm afraid to even make eye contact with somebody because they are going to light you up, Madam Speaker. They're going to tell you, and I know we see a lot of these little cute stickers that it's not my thing. I don't want to cause any vandalism of our president pointing at the pump saying I did this, but the truth is he did do this. If they would listen to what's going on, they would know that America is ticked, and they should be. National gas average today is $4.30 a gallon. Average a year ago, $2.87. In 2020, oil was around $17 a barrel, and today I believe it's dropped to $95. And I heard someone from the White House earlier bragging about how the oil has dropped. I mean, that is the Washington way. Not talk about how it was a couple of years ago at 17. Talk about how it's dropped from over $110 down to 95. Madam Speaker, we need to turn the spigots back on. We need to get back in the oil business. The oil and gas companies we've been told that they've got the permits, and then they boast about that they're not drilling because of it. The truth is,
after hitting a record high of $5.02 on June 14th, the price of gas has cooled over the past 3 weeks. On Tuesday, the national average price per gallon was $4.80. According to AAA, while the decrease is a welcome change for drivers, gas prices are still almost $2 more than last year. This week, President Biden sent a strongly worded tweet directed at companies running gas stations. Biden wrote in a Twitter post, "My message to the companies running gas stations and setting prices at the pump is simple. This is a time of peril. Bring down the price you are charging at the pump to reflect the cost you're paying for the product." In May, the House of Representatives passed a bill designed to counter gas price gouging, but the Senate has not acted on it yet. The price of oil also plunged below $100 a barrel, indicating investor concerns about an economic recession and what's called demand destruction. This means motorists may be buying less gas because of high prices. According to a AAA spokesperson, Andrew Gross, he stated, "July is typically the heaviest month for demand, as more Americans hit the road. So this trend of easing prices could be short-lived." So friends, here's what you need to know about gasoline prices, including how high they could go, what states are considering to check gas prices, and how you can save money when you fill up your tank. Over the past week, the states with the biggest drop in gas prices were Texas by 13 cents.